BeatStars.com.
Okay guys, so I just got back from the gym. It's Saturday around noon. Hey Google, what time is it?
11:55 a.m.
Around noon. And I just wanted to hop on here, have a little conversation, a little heart to heart with all my fellow 9-to-5s out there. Now, I've been working in the healthcare field for the last 7 years. I'm specifically a nuclear medicine technologist. I've been practicing doing PET CT scans mainly for the past few years at a private clinic. But before that, I was working shifts of 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, even 12-hour shifts. Now I'm back to 4 days a week. But the reason I'm saying this is because I want to relate to other people who work 9-to-5 jobs and you're finding it difficult to get yourself into the gym. Now, I'm very grateful that I started when I did, which was when I was younger in college, where all I really had to do was study, pass my classes, work out. But that's not an excuse as to why you shouldn't be and can't be prioritizing your fitness. And I say this because I think it's so important for people who do work 9-to-5 jobs to develop some sort of fitness routine into their lifestyle, more so than anyone else, because you're gonna realize time is gonna go by. And I'm 30, I've worked for 7 years. Those 7 years of working have flown by. Like, I can't believe I've been working for 7 years. I've graduated college 9 years ago. Like, that's ludicrous to me. But I say that because time is gonna go by. You're gonna be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and you're gonna wish you prioritize the most important thing you have, which is your health. And as someone who works in the healthcare field, and right now specifically with cancer patients who every day tell me their regrets, and I listen because I think there's a lot to learn from these people who have nothing to lie about and literally everything to give, especially when they see someone much younger than them, like me. So the one thing I have learned while working in this field is that the most important thing you can do, the most important asset you do have, is your health. Because once you lose your health, it doesn't matter if you're in $1 million house or a sports car, or you're with, those things do not matter at all, because you're not going to have the health to enjoy those things. So that is why I say prioritize your health more than anything else, especially if you work 9-to-5 jobs. And you might tell me, hey, like, I'm just so exhausted after work, I don't have the time or the energy to get myself into the gym. Now, let me ask you this. You've been doing the same thing day in and day out for years, which is you go to work, you come back, you order in, or maybe you cook and you watch Netflix, and then you go to sleep and you repeat the same cycle, and you feel tired. Nothing's changing. Well, why do you think things will change if you don't change the actions that you're putting forth? So maybe start with changing up your routine. Maybe, pack your gym clothes before work so that right after work you can head immediately to the gym, so you don't give yourself that time to go back on your word. So maybe do that, or maybe come back from work and after you change, go take a walk instead of just coming in and calling it a day. Because I promise you, the reason why you don't have energy is because you are immobile, and not just physically but mentally. You're stopping yourself here, which is stopping yourself physically, because once you can look forward to things like taking a walk or going to the gym or going for a run, like those things, those active things release endorphins, right? Chemical reactions in your body that allow you to feel good about yourself, allow you to open up your mindset to other things that can happen outside of the mundane day-to-day things we all have to do, right? You have to find beauty in some of the mundane things we do, and you have to romanticize some of the things you may not want to do, because that's what's going to get you results in the long run, and that's also what's going to open up your mind and your life to different things happening. Because the same things will continue to happen if you put forth the same actions. So switch it up a little bit. Go take a walk after work, maybe 3 times a week, and slowly that positive momentum, that domino will fall into another part of health, which is maybe going to the gym, doing some sort of resistance training, or maybe joining a run club. That's what's in nowadays. Whatever it is, any sort of health or movement or fitness is amazing for someone who works a 9-to-5 job. And the thing is, this not only will affect you and your relationship with yourself, but your relationship with your friends, your family, and literally anyone you come in contact with. Because that sort of, you releasing those positive endorphins it's kind of, how do I say this? It is very seducing because it's attractive. It attracts others to you, to your energy, and your feel-good hormones will pass on to someone else. You never know what people are going through. So I think it's in your best interest for yourself and for everyone around you to take care of yourself. And it's not a selfish thing, because I promise you, when you take care of yourself and you present yourself to be the greatest version of yourself mentally, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual health, then you're just so much better for everyone around you and for society in itself. So for all my fellow 9-to-5s out there, I say this because I love you guys, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to understand what is going on in your life. We all have different circumstances. We've all been dealt a different hand. But if you want to change your lifestyle and you want to feel better about yourself, you don't want to keep doing the same mundane things over and over, switch it up. Add some sort of physical activity to your lifestyle and try it for a week, try it for a month, see how that goes. I promise you, you won't regret it.
Stars.com.
Alright guys, I'm exhausted. I told myself yesterday and this morning that I would come and do some cardio. I'm not gonna go to the gym, but I'm gonna go out there. It's beautiful outside, get a workout in. Part of me trying to work on my relationship with myself is holding myself to my words. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna follow through. And this has to go way beyond just the gym. It's practice that I'm putting in right now, and it pertains to running in this instance, but for everything, with my relationships with myself, my friends, my family, but most importantly with myself. So this is part of it. I'm exhausted, but my mental fortitude is stronger, and I'm really working on that. So I'm gonna get out of my scrubs, my work clothes, put on something to run in, and I'm gonna head out there. So this is what it takes, guys. Let's build this too.